I wish that more bands made me smile and bang my head at the same time. No, I appreciate that about you guys a lot. My first question is actually for Jeff. And it's because I'm often trying to explain to friends of mine why I like this group so much and why I like your vocals, Joe, and like your songwriting and everything. And I feel like I'm not very good at describing to people what it is that this like gives me. And it's something just real goofy, like, but also hard, you know. And I want to ask Jeff, like, as having released like Tears La Familia's tapes on your label and having, you know, helped with recording, I think, and kind of putting the band version of it together, like, what is it you see in this project that, why do you believe in it and stuff?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Jeff?
What's up?
How you doing?
Abby, thanks for the question. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known Joe for a really long time. I've known Joe for most of my life. We won't get into that. We're not going to get into that. But we've known each other for a really long time.
That's right.
And we've done a lot of projects together over the years, going all the way back to high school.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding.
And
Middle school.
Whoa.
yeah, middle school. Yeah.
I didn't know this. This is cool.
Yeah. And I've always just been a huge admirer of his creative vision, which from the very outset when I met him, I was like, this guy's extremely charismatic and creative. And that's always been the true. And he's gone through a lot of different permutations with all the different kinds of music that he's done. And so in terms of describing what makes Tears special, I think part of it is that this is the first time Joe was using a DAW.
Yes.
Right? Because previously Joe did all of his music on this digital 8-track. What was it called?
The BR 600.
Right.
I had a BR 800, but then I had a 6. I went down.
Yeah. You went backwards. But then you went forwards with the DAW.
Yes.
And so this was like a whole new composition approach that Joe had. That, I don't know, it is really hard to describe, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
If I may interject,
Please.
I think one thing that I really like about it, and that kind of is what I think you're looking at describing, is that it's a cool way of doing sonic collage that is very unique, and it's something that only Joe can create.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's a really nice, it's a really nice kind of, bed for the vocal and for everything else to kind of rest on. And it's a unique and magical place.
Totally. And covers so many different styles too. Like there's that long ambient opening track on the first tape, and I love that one a lot.
I love that song too.
Yeah, and then it goes right into like into like something like almost like rock and roll, and like but like with like the electronic edge, or I don't know. It
Yeah,
just,
that's
like, totally
it goes
changes.
into Report to the Floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just like
Yeah.
Yeah, you go everywhere. It's like looking at a mall map. You know?
Totally.
Like one song is Bloomingdale's and one song is
Spencer Gibbs.
There's a lot of Spencer Gibbs.
Spencer Gibbs definitely prominent.
Auntie's Pretzels. What's it called?
Auntie
Auntie
Anne's.
Anne's Pretzels.
Yeah.
There's some Auntie Anne pretzel songs on that.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
sugar one for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, speaking of twists and turns, I'm excited to hear what you have lined up next.
Thank you. This is our positive song. I tasked myself, or maybe I tasked you. When I got this is all about the DAW. When I got the DAW and Jeff started responding to me in a different, like we've always done things together, but when I got the DAW, he started responding to me in a different way, and I think I was thinking to myself, well, he said how hard it is to write. Help me here. It was so hard to write like a.
I don't know what you
like a positive song, a posy song.
Right.
Yeah.
It is hard to write positive
Yeah.
music, but this is a positive jam.
Yeah, and I think I spent 20 years. I spent 20 years on a graph of hating "Beautiful Day" by U2. That's where I started.
Sure.
I started just like come on. To the point where I'm at right now, where I'm like, this is very hard to do. That's a very
Yeah.
hard song to
Yeah.
write, and whether you like it or not, that's a very hard song to write.
Yeah.
Just to get back to the song is, tell yourself you're the best, and you did it for you. It's like a self-empowerment type of like, you can say that to someone over text. You can say that to someone when you're talking to them in a conversation if they're not feeling good about X, Y, and Z. I'm down on this. Tell yourself you're the best. And who did you do it for? You did it for you. You did it for you. So, and that's the next song. And I like that as like a cheer. When you see us and you get that vibe and it's just like all teeth, like it's just like, like when Abby comes to the show and she's like smiling, it's just like, I think that's what's part of it too. It was like, oh, like we snuck in something uplifting, which is very hard to do. And I'm not tooting my horn, but like, yeah, let's do
It's very
it.
intentional. Yeah, absolutely.